Right, this is where it gets interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going back to my normal selection tool, and I'm going to select both. Control G to group them, and then Control to scale that down like that. We'll just pop that up there. Don't need this one. We can just stick it up there with our other little bits and pieces. Right, so we said that we were going to have another look at nodes and adding points and things like that. So I'll take another rectangle, hold down Control and make myself a nice big rectangle here. So this is all recaps, always good to recap. Path, object to path, that gives me access to the 4 nodes there. So if I wanted, say for example, if I wanted to turn this into something that had another point in it, what I need to do is select both the points. So I'll click and drag over these 2 points, so that makes them both blue. And then up here you can go into this one here where you go insert new node, and it's going to put it straight in the middle, boom, like that, and then you've got access to that one. Notice that as soon as I clicked it, it moved all 3 points. So what I would have to do there is click off first and then click the one node that I want to work with, and that's the way you could do something like that. So I'll just recap that. So I can select these 2 points, so that's those 2 selected, click, and there it is. I'll do the other side, click, and there you go. So then click off, back on, and then you can move these points. So eventually you could get yourself into making a star, okay, if you're careful. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll see, select that one, 2 points there, click off, move it in, there we go. Go to the next one, select the 2 points, add to the node, click off, back on the first one, back up to there. So with these nodes, you can end up, once you get good with them, seriously, you can draw pretty much anything. Okay, do the last one here, select those 2 nodes, add one, click off, back on, pop it up there, and then you can just change it around the way that you want it. Obviously it's not perfect. What is perfect? I don't know. So we just go like that, get it roughly like a star there. There we go. That looks kind of good. And that's how you can do stuff with adding nodes. Obviously, if you did the subtract, it's going to do the same sort of thing. But yeah, so that's how you can add points in to get more sort of dimension to the work that you're working on. Okay, now if I wanted to turn this into, say, a flower, which would be pretty cool, what I can do there is I can select the nodes that I want, change it to that one. Okay, and I'm doing this one at a time, but I could just go click one, hold shift, click the other 2, so click one, hold shift, click the other 3, change those all at once, and there we go. And I can pop that out, and here we are, making flowers. Okay, all from that basic square. So I need to click off and then back on. So this is how you start to draw with nodes. You've got to think about roughly how they work and then alter what you're doing with them. Okay, then of course don't really need to recap too much there, but if I click on this one, I can go into the fill, change the fill to whatever color I want. I'm on my wheel, so I don't know, pink flowers, that'll do. The stroke's not very nice, so I'll go to stroke, turn the stroke off, and there we go. Little pink flower. Scale that down, and that's using nodes. Really, really handy for drawing.